What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Vibranium channel. My name is Ryan, and today I'll be unboxing the Hot Toys Jango Fett figure. He's really only in one movie, the Attack of the Clones prequel, but technically he's in a lot more movies and cartoons since his DNA is the basis of all the clone troopers and Clone Wars and everything, and then obviously Boba Fett, his son/self, which is kind of interesting as well. Picked this one up recently. The reason I did is obviously I like collecting the Mandalorian figures from the Star Wars universe, but it is probably my favorite color scheme figure of Mandalorian armor with the silver and blue and the different jetpacks and stuff. So decided to pick this one up and add it to the collection. So let's go ahead and take the lid off the box and see underneath here we have the artwork of him kind of shooting his blasters and kind of using his jetpack. It's really cool. I forgot that he actually has two different jetpacks in the movies. One when he fights Obi-Wan and it gets destroyed, and then a different one towards the end of the movie. So it's kind of cool that they included both of them in the figure. And then with that art off the box, we see underneath here we have the figure. You can see the head sculpt kind of, and then all the guns and flame accessories and stuff that he comes with. So let's get him out of the box, get all the pieces out, take a look at all of them, and then we'll do some poses and see what we think of this figure. And also some comparisons to a few of the other Mandalorian figures, just to see the difference in colors and sizes and stuff. Alright, so here's the figure and all the accessories that it comes with. Let's start with the jetpacks. The first jetpack is what he wears earlier in the movie on Kamino when he fights Obi-Wan. The same one that Boba Fett wears later on. It has a magnet that attaches, but then it has these two loops that go on the back. It's irritating to try to hook this up. I wish they would just put a stronger magnet in it to make it easier. But you have the two little jet nozzles down here, and you can take these flame effects and put them in there. So and it does work on both jetpacks as well, but it comes with two of those, and then you can spin them around a little bit, so some positioning. And then the top here, the missile comes off, and you get like an not exploding, but shooting effect, where it looks like the missile is, he's shooting it towards something. I think this also can be used on the other one. It is a little hard to get in there, but it does stick in there. And it's pretty cool that it has that effect. And then, let's see, the second jetpack, which is a cleaner one. This is what he wears later on when he gets killed. Spoilers, by Mace Windu. But better color scheme, I think. Same attachments. And then this piece up here does come off, but I'm wondering if you're supposed to use the same effect or not. You probably could, but it'd probably not it'd be loose. It wouldn't be tight. These jet nozzles don't move on this one. They're locked in place, but it's cool that they give you two, so you can kind of pick which look you like better. And then it comes with his headset/mic that he wears. Let's go ahead and put it on the head sculpt. The head sculpt's actually good. I know some people don't think it looks like him. Obviously, this is when he's a lot younger from the prequels, but I think it's okay. I don't think it's that bad. It's cool that I have this. Could probably put it on a Boba Fett figure or something. The Empire Strikes Back one, since it doesn't have a head sculpt. But let's put this on over his head. I don't really like putting stuff like this on head sculpts. There's always a chance you might scratch it or damage it, but it does look pretty cool on him. He's obviously wearing this during the asteroid belt scene with him and Boba where they're chasing Obi-Wan. But I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I would display it with this on there, but obviously it's cool. It comes with it, and you can use it. And then the next thing we'll take a look at, let's take a look at the different hands. Basically, he has, these are gun hands for his pistols, and then he has some fists, and then he just has some open-handed hands on the figure that comes when it comes straight out of the box. Then you have his wrist attachment here that he uses to like grab onto the side of the building as he's sliding off. On Kamino, these go up under the sleeve like this. And then you have his kind of grappling hook thing that comes out of the same side, his right side, gauntlet. And then taking a look at the pistols themselves, they have a good amount of detail on them. They look really cool. Obviously, he has two holsters, so old Wild West cowboy style, both guns. Put them in the holsters. There's no real gun effects though. I know some other versions have it, but I wish they would have had it. Then he comes with these other accessories. This one, I believe, is where he has like the poisonous like bug in it that he tries to kill Amidala with. And then he has these two other things. I kind of looked it up separately because I didn't know what they were. Honestly, I think one was like a hacking unit, and I think another one was like something to open doors. I wasn't really sure what they were. I probably won't display him with them, but obviously they mean something to his character, so it's cool that they included it. And then it comes with two tops for his helmet. It has a dented top and then a cleaner top that he has on the figure. And then here's the flame thrower accessory. It's for the left arm, not the right arm, that shoots out of there. And then let's take a look at the figure himself. Like I said, this is one of my favorite color schemes. Here's the top that comes off on the helmet. This one's the clean version. Let's put the dented one on. Just a simple swap of the magnet. Has this little scanner thing on the side that he uses to shoot missiles. Probably keep the clean one on. I think it looks better. Like I said, this color scheme armor is like one of my favorites. Has the padded undersuit, the armor pieces itself. The material is nice, and then these little tubes just kind of go up underneath. They're not really hooked into anything, so they're easy to swap out. But you have both gauntlets on the side. This one's for your harpoons, and the claw thing to hold onto the side. And then his other one's flamethrowers. Then you have his belt. It's pleather. Hopefully it'll hold up over time. Same with the holsters. You know, this type of material does kind of crack and shed a little bit over time, but hopefully it'll last. And then you have his knee guns, or knee blasters, and then shin guards, and the top of his foot guards. The weathering effects and stuff are really cool. The ankle pivot is good, but all the metal pieces are really good. The back of the suit here's where the jetpack is annoyingly hooked up. So it has a magnet in the middle, but then these two little loops you have to like fold up and try to gently hook the jetpack onto them. It's whoever's ever tried to hang like a movie poster frame and you have to like try to get the hook on the nail. It's similar to that type of a feeling. It's pretty annoying. I wish they just have a better magnet in it. But once it's hooked up, it does work. As far as posability, his arms don't really... Oh, already have this thing falling off here where the grappling hook goes. But for posability, up and down, it's basically 90 degrees. Head turn, it's okay up and down and side to side. Not too bad. Then these things spin on his arm. And then hip pivot a little bit. A little bit of posability down here. Probably has... the suit on this figure is kind of bulky, which is good. I mean, he's a big guy. And then knee and ankle and stuff's about normal. So overall, I mean, he's not going to be the most posable figure, but he's good enough to get into some different poses with all the guns and stuff. And yeah, that piece that fell out is where this grappling hook does go into this little hole here. So you kind of get you get this effect where with the rope on it, and then you just have this small piece that plugs in there as kind of a... And then I almost forgot he comes with the poncho. So here's his poncho that he has. Same type of material, kind of as a suit, obviously a little bit softer, but wraps around him. You take the head sculpt off, put that in there, go over shoulders, and then the stand. It's like the typical stand. At least it's not a sand one like all the other Mandalorian ones, but just plastic with the front metal with his name on it, and then the typical pole that it comes with. So let's go ahead and put some stuff on him, do some poses, and compare him to some other Mandalorian figures. Alright, so here he is with his pistols, jetpack on. Just have him kind of doing a standoffish pose with the pistols. Like I said, this is one of my favorite Mandalorian armor sets / colors / schemes. Like I said, this jetpack is the one from the beginning of the movie. This is the one that Boba Fett wears later on and when he has it. But I really like the way that the silver and the blue... although I know the Hot Toys version of this... the Sideshow version of this figure... and in the movies, I know there's some debate about the flight suit underneath the armor, if it's more of a blue versus a purple. Obviously, this Hot Toys version is more of a blue, and I know the Sideshow is more of a purple. So I like the way this looks better, because obviously the metal pieces on his armor have blue, so it kind of blends in better with the silver and blue and the blue flight suit. All right, and here we have him with the head sculpt where he's holding his helmet. Like I said, I think this head sculpt is pretty good. I know some people said it's not as close to realistic as possible. I think it's okay. Obviously, there's always kind of room for improvement, but I don't think that this one is that bad. This one, I couldn't put him on the turntable. He kept dropping his helmet, so this is just a stationary pose. I might pose him like this. I know he's like this towards the end of the movie when they're on Geonosia, before he gets his head cut off. So don't know if I'll pose him like this or not, or do like an action pose or something. But I'm super glad they included the head sculpt, and it is obviously, I think it's worth using if you want to pose it with him. And then here's Jango Fett with his poncho and his flight headgear mic thing that he wears when he flies around in the Slave One. I'm glad that they included the poncho. The quality on it is pretty good. The way it attaches is cool. I know he definitely wears it, and I've seen some people do some cool poses with it. I don't know if I'll keep him posed with this on, just because I love the armor and the way it looks, and the color and the silver and all that stuff. So I think it covers up too much of that. But it is a cool like Western motif with, you know, two pistols and this kind of covering it. So it does have like an Old West feel to it. But I don't think I'd pose this figure with that. And then here he is with his flamethrower effect. This just attaches to the front of the gauntlet on the left side. There's a little plug you pull out, and then you just stick this one in. And this is the typical kind of flame effect that comes with most of others Hot Toys figures like this. It looks good. It looks like a flamethrower. If it's not broke, you know, don't fix it. So, but yeah, this is cool. I know he uses it a few times in the movies, and Boba Fett has it as well. So, yeah, looks cool. And then here I have him with the grappling hook attachment on the right gauntlet with his pistol. I might actually pose him with this in some kind of like flight shooting / grappling effect. But this one's pretty easy to put in and take out, and it looks pretty cool. It's pretty sturdy, so it does, you know, it doesn't look like it sags at all, but it does take up a good amount of space. So if you're in a D-top and you're trying to do like a wide pose with it, it might, you know, affect the position of other figures you have. And then here's a wrist blade attachment that attaches to the right gauntlet, and then the cables kind of run up under his sleeve. This is, like I mentioned earlier, this is what he uses on Kamino when he's sliding down the side of the building with Obi-Wan so he doesn't fall off into the ocean. I looked up to see if it had an actual name for it, and it pretty much just says it's wrist blade. It does say that he actually could, in the movie, shoot these out, which he never did, but that would have been really cool to see. And here's the first jetpack with the missile effect. I also have him with the scouter, scanner, whatever it's called, down, like he's shooting it like he does in the movie, and like Boba Fett does later on when he has the same version of the jetpack. I'm not sure which jetpack version I like, if I like this one or the second one, which will be in some other poses. The second one definitely looks cleaner and sleeker, but I kind of prefer this one. It just looks more rugged, and with the missile on top like this, it just looks more imposing, I guess. But yeah, overall, I really like the effect that they gave for this, and I actually might do this pose in the case. I like the way this one turned out. And then here's a comparison with Jango and Boba Fett. This is the Boba Fett, the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary that came out last year, I think. I have a video for this on my channel as well. You can check out at the link right here. But yeah, obviously their armor is kind of supposed to be the same, either passed down or same versions of it. You can tell Boba's actually a little bit taller, and some of the pieces Jango wears, like the thigh piece and shin piece and stuff, and the belt aren't there. But overall, you can kind of tell where he took it from. Obviously, Boba added the nice little cape for some flair. And then on the side, you can see the jetpacks are basically the same. Obviously, different paint scheme, but probably the same model in the Star Wars universe. But yeah, the overall, they're similar, but there are, you know, differences. I think Boba has, I don't know if I'd prefer the double pistol or Boba's like pistol and giant rifle blaster and stuff. But you can definitely tell that their armors are similar, but different enough that next to each other they look pretty cool. Then here's another comparison between Jango Fett and the Mandalorian figure. This is the Mandalorian deluxe set figure that came with Grogu. This is from the end of season 1 when he has mostly Beskar armor, but still has some old pieces left. You know, the metallic look between the two is obviously similar, but the armor pieces are different. Mando has a cape. He's actually bulkier with the suit that he has. I know some people have actually removed this and made it a little bit slimmer. I kind of kept it the same. I liked it a little bit bulkier. Then he has this rifle and stuff. But you can definitely tell the similarities between the two. Mando doesn't have a scouter on his thing. And then from the side view, taking a look at them, Mando's jetpack's a little bit smaller and cleaner. And then, like I said, he's bulkier and has the cape and stuff. But yeah, in my case, I'll have Jango, Mando, Boba, and I have the heavy Mandalorian trooper as well. I have a video of that on my channel too. hopefully I can get them all to fit on one shelf. The heavy Mando figure is gigantic. But it's really cool that they have all these figures. And I'll probably add a couple more Mandalorians when Season 3 comes out, because it looks like the trailer shows a ton more. So we'll see which ones actually show up. And then for a final pose, and to wrap this video up, here he is in like a dynamic flight pose with the stand and post. This is the secondary jetpack that he comes with. This is the one that he wears in the last part of Attack of the Clones, where he unfortunately has a malfunction and gets his head chopped off by Mace Windu. But I actually got the idea from earlier in the movie when he first fights Obi-Wan on Kamino. He kind of blasts off backwards, starts trying to blast him and stuff. I may put him in the case in this pose if it'll fit. It's kind of tall on the detail shelf, so I'll see if I can lower him a little bit lower on the pole, or I might just have him more in a standing pose with the other Mandalorian figures. I'm not exactly sure yet. But overall, I really like this figure. Like I said, this is my favorite Mandalorian like color scheme, armor, and the cool Western like motif, like I mentioned earlier. The double pistols and the poncho and stuff are really cool. I think if you're a fan of Jango Fett and the Mandalorian armor, this is kind of a no-brainer to pick it up. He's in the movies, at least, he's kind of the first Mandalorian that shows up in the prequels, so definitely worth picking up. Hopefully you guys, if you pre-ordered it, you already got it. I know this one took a long time to come out, and probably most people have gotten it, but I'm sure there's some people that are still waiting. And hopefully these long mass delays don't happen after COVID and these shipping delays and stuff are done. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. I think my next video will be the 2-pack Batman Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. That I got a shipping email for that last week, so I'll probably start posting some pictures and work on the video as soon as I get that. Really appreciate you guys checking this one out. All the likes and subscribes and comments lately I've been getting are really cool. It's nice to interact with everyone that collects and stuff, and it keeps me kind of motivated to do these videos as well. Check out my Instagram at Vibranium for more updates and when my next videos will be, and I'll post more shots of this figure as well as other ones as I do the videos, and that's kind of the best place to see when I'll be doing another video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.